Now, in boxing, Alexander Usyk has reacted angrily to accusations that his team pulled out of the Tyson Fury negotiations because they were insistent on a rematch clause. The two top heavyweights looked all set to face each other earlier this year after Usyk publicly accepted a 30% purse split. However, just as fans started to get excited, the Ukrainians team pulled out of all talks, believing they weren't going to get a fair deal. A lot has been made of the collapse, with both fighters receiving a portion of the blame from the boxing world. In an interview with Seconds Out, Usyk was asked for the actual reason for the fight fell through, as the WBC champion was claiming that a rematch clause was the poison.
Fury has called you a lot of names. I can't say it here in this kingdom, but it's like Pussy. He has called you everything under the book. Do these words insult you? Does that make you respect the man less?
У мене немає такої думки. Я навіть молюся за нього.
I don't feel any negative feelings towards Tyson. I even pray for him.
Do you believe that in December, one way or another, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk will fight for undisputed championship here in Saudi Arabia?
Це тільки один Господь
This
Бог.
fight can be guaranteed only by the Lord. Myself, I only pray every day with being grateful for me to have opportunity to breathe, to wake up in the morning, to have good health, for my family, for my close circle to be healthy. I pray asking so things we want to happen in the future. But if he hasn't got this plan, it will never happen.
Last question on Tyson Fury, just to clear up a controversy or debate. We all know that you publicly accepted 70-30, which people thought was incredible that you would make the fight. No way that fight doesn't happen at 70-30. And then Fury said that there was a rematch clause that was the poison pill. What was the actual reason after accepting 70-30 that the fight was still not able to be made from your perspective?
Його команда пропонувала рематч, а не моя команда. Хай не бреше вже, задовбав.
Let him stop lying. It was his team who asked for the rematch.
Ти знаєте, Тайсон Фюрі хотів боксувати з Усиком, але без Усика.
He wanted to fight Usyk without Usyk.
What?
Well, it seems to me like if we ever do get this fight, it's going to be one where both fighters have thoroughly built up some form of resentment against each other. Fury is known for talking a lot, for insulting opponents, for trying to, I suppose, play to the crowd the way boxers back in the day of Muhammad Ali used to, getting into face-offs during pre-match interviews.
I mean, that is what Fury is all about. Fury knows that if he can get into your head, if he can get your emotions up there, if he can get you not to be able to control yourself, he's certainly going to knock you out. That's what Fury does. And I'm thankful that Usyk understands this antics and he's a little bit very calm. You can hear from that interview. He says, I don't have anything on Fury. I still pray for him. That comes out really funny. But that should be the mentality of every boxer that wants to overthrow an heavyweight. I mean, Tyson Fury is unbeaten. He knows that for you to beat Tyson Fury, for you to get him off that heavyweight belt, you need to be extra calm, as cool as an ice. And Usyk is a great boxer for me, a fantastic boxer. But Tyson Fury, all his antics has been working all over the years, and he's trying to employ them once again to see if he can just unsettle Usyk a little bit. Let Usyk come out with all this anger, looking to revenge, looking to ensure that he proves a point. That is when Tyson Fury is going to capitalize on your mistakes and maybe give you the sucker punch that will end the bout. So Tyson Fury, this is why we love boxing, and this particular antics, just like you mentioned, has been used since the days of the great Muhammad Ali. I mean, where he used to talk a little bit very tougher than his opposition. So Tyson Fury understands the game of boxing. I mean, that's why we love the game. We love it for the side talks. We love it for the pre-match formalities, the pre-match interview, so that we can know what to expect. This is also very good for the fans because for some people who don't really understand boxing as a boxer, they'll be thinking, "Hey, Usyk is going to go into this bout to try to shut Tyson Fury up." But Usyk understands boxing, and he may not go for that particular reason. He just wants to stay fit, stay healthy, so that he can show the world what
Well,
he's made of.
neither of them really have anything to, any motivation to fight each other. Fury is close to retirement. At some point within the next maybe 2 to 5 years, he will call it quits because he will have to. At his age, he can't take too many poundings. And when you are at the top as a champion, you get to delay to an extent, of obviously, but not entirely. You can delay a bit the next title fight you have to face off against. But neither fighters have any reason to really face against each other because they both have titles. If they face each other, one of them is getting all the belts and unifying all of the titles. So if for that reason alone, so as to not have a reason to lose, I suspect this might all just be playing up to a theater to build up for a match that may never happen, just like Dr. Dre's Detox album never happened.
You said something, and I think I'll disagree. I mean, you're saying that none of them have the motivation to face one another. I think Usyk really wants that belt. Usyk really wants to be the world heavyweight champion. Although he's not coming out to maybe stay on the media a little bit as he should, but he clearly wants it. And he's praying to God, just like you heard him, that the bout should happen. And they are planning for it to happen. And hopefully, the two managements will be able to seal that deal. And you talked about Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury's already retired. He's coming out of retirement for this particular bout.
Wow.
And he's looking to just make a name for himself and go back to being retired.
Well, if he retires fully, the belt leaves him and goes to the next person who's ready to fight for it. But if we do get the fight, hopefully there's a consideration that it might happen this December in Saudi Arabia because the Saudis are trying to plan something. But the belts might not be on offer then. If that bout does happen between both fighters, will that pacify people, or will the result just make people want to watch the real thing, the one where the belts are fully on the line?
I mean, that's what we are as boxing fans. That's what everyone want to see. They want to see the end of a particular era. Some people want to see, hey, will this reign of Tyson Fury come to an end? And some people are saying, will Usyk begin his era as the world heavyweight champion? I mean, that is what is at stake right now. And I don't think Tyson Fury will want to lose this particular title. Maybe that's why he's beating around the bush and his management. That's why they're just cutting corners and delaying this particular bout that is set to take place in Saudi Arabia. And the question is, why is everything happening in Saudi Arabia? Why is everyone going there? The top footballers, they're retiring in Saudi Arabia. That's becoming the new Europe. And of course, they're doing...
It's the garden or the oasis in the desert. Thank you so much, Monday, for joining us on the show.
It's always a pleasure to join you, Mike Kyle, and I'm looking forward to doing this with you some other time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, and have a good evening. To everyone at home or at work, wherever you've had the opportunity to catch us on Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa, it's always a pleasure having you on board. My name, as always, is Mikhail Tinubu. Do have a good evening, and remember, life is never boring with some sports.